welcome. This is Endurance Elite Press.
Hey guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed my new intro, and I'm here today to show y'all all my current gear and all of my recommendations I give out to, runners and new runners and all that kind of stuff. So we might as well start off with some shoe recommendations. I am a big Brooks guy, so here I'll give y'all a closer look of Brooks Glycerin 22s. Go-to support, so really supportive shoe, and their DNA tuned technology. I think my favorite Brooks shoe I've wore yet as a daily trainer is the Glycerin 21s. In my opinion, I like those better, just because I don't like this little liner thing right here, and yeah, it kind of rubs my ankle sometimes, and I just think they were overall a better shoe. These aren't as durable. I don't know if y'all can see, but right at the end, it's kind of breaking. But I've wore these for probably 300 miles. No real problems with a little ankle wearage on the top. But here's what they look like. A good trainer, you can pretty much do anything in them. I recommend them. Secondly, and I started wearing those mid cross-country season, and I still wear them on my runs. They're good for pretty much about anything. I use them for workouts, anything. I don't have a specific shoe I use, but I plan to. So, here's some new shoes I got for Christmas. So they still look real fresh and new. Nike running shoes. They're the Nike Downshifter 13s. First impressions, I've wore them to take out the trash a couple times. Ran in them maybe a little bit, not much. I haven't did anything really in them, so probably less than 5 miles. First impressions are they're a little stiff, but they seem to be very durable. So really stiff doesn't matter to me. It's probably just because I've only put about 5 miles on them, so they're not broke in yet. But we'll give y'all some more updates. So yeah, they seem to be a pretty good shoe, so hopefully they'll be durable. And then here are my Saucony Endorphin Speed 4s that I also used for track last year. I used these for track. I had an old pair of New Balances I also used. And I also used my Glycerin 21s. Kind of just, mostly these were for race days. And any days I forgot my shoes and I just had these in my bag. And pretty much what I'm going to say about them is they're very loud shoe. Like, I don't know, something about this forefoot makes it very loud. But it has a nylon plate in it. I don't know how far it goes, but it's a very loud shoe. In my opinion, I got the most use out of it. I mean, races were good in them. I ran everything from a 400 to a 1600 in them. I liked it better from about 400 to 800 use, just because they weren't the most comfortable over long distances, because like the middle of my foot would get tired from that plate, because I am kind of new to plates. But I really liked them from 400 to 800 standpoint. They were my race shoe. And yeah, they're comfortable, and I've been actually using them recently. I went on my first 10K run that I put on Strava, which will be linked down below. And I actually really like them. They're not actually recommended to be, used for trails and hills, but it was a nice hilly trail I went on, and they actually were very responsive, and I think I like them better than actually using my Glycerin 21s or 22s. So pretty much those are all the shoes I've used, and a bunch of, just other shoes I haven't got to use yet. So hopefully I'll come back with some new updates with them. And here are my brand new Nike Dragonfly 2 Elites I got for Christmas. Come in this nice bag. that separates. I don't know if y'all can tell, it separates the two shoes. So there's one shoe here and one shoe here. Nice track and field on it. A little wrinkly, but you know, probably normal. So you just open them up here and take a look at these guys. I'll get them out eventually. Here they are, Nike Dragonfly Elite 2s. These are gonna be my race day shoes. I plan to wear them for the 800 and 1600, kind of what they're designed for. Probably will still wear my Speed 4s because I only have about, you know, maybe 150 miles on those. Maybe 250 to 300 on my Glycerin 22s and like 5 miles on my other one. So I plan to kind of rotate, and this one will mostly be my race day shoe that I race in all year for the 816 and the 4x8. So yeah, I don't think this shoe has a plate. Well, actually it does have a plate. It just doesn't have a carbon plate because they're making this shoe very light. So this shoe has a Pebax plate. I don't know all the technology for that, but it also has 4 spikes, very sharp spikes. You know, I've never wore a spike before, so I'll get to try them out later in the season when I want to hit my fast times. They look real good. I haven't even put them on, but they have, on the heel, they have a little bit of harder for grip. And then I guess their plate goes along here, I'm guessing. And then they have, you know, 4 spikes, like I said. So they look real cool. And yeah, so I'm going to be wearing them for my race days. So yeah, I think they have also non-replaceable spikes on them because, you know, they're supposed to be as light as possible and meant for race days. So next of all, let's show y'all my water bottle. Apparently, this is a very popular brand of water bottle. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I have seen them before. So this is a 32-ounce water bottle. The thing I like about it is carry it very easily. I just got this for Christmas, so I haven't used it that much. Pops open like that. And then it also comes with a, here, let me get a closer look so y'all guys can see it. Comes with a straw that you can sip out of, and if you want more water, you can just drink out of that. So it's real cool. To me, it's really awesome how you can, you know, choose to drink. It's really simple, but yeah, I like it so far. And hopefully it will go good for carrying water for my runs, because I'm not that good at drinking water. So I'll show y'all guys my shoes, my water bottle, and now let's show y'all some socks. What I recommend is my high school allows it. We run in silly socks all the time. I'm pretty sure I even ran in silly socks at state last year in track. So here's just some new silly socks I got. NASA, Chips Ahoy, Dots. So they're real good. They're thin socks. I can probably also use them for my spikes. So yeah, silly socks, you know, cool to wear some silly socks when we're racing. Okay, also, here is a brand I recommend, Sneaker Balls. You just put them in your shoe, shake them up a little bit. You twist them to activate, as they say. And then they make your shoes smell good. If you're like me and, you know, you do a bunch of physical activity, they don't work 100%. So you got to kind of shake them to make them work in your shoe. And then that makes them smell really good. I actually have a pair in my Sauconys. You just shake them, you know, back and forth, and then it makes the whole shoe smell good. So they come with like a 3-pack, 1 in each shoe. So I recommend them. So next, let's talk about some running gloves. I was just wearing some normal gloves because it's cold outside, you know, winter season. But here's some nice new running gloves I got. It looks like they have some grip right here or something, so you can grab some stuff if you need to hold anything while you're running. They seem real nice, so I hope to wear them, you know, as some new running gloves, because I used to have just some normal gloves. So these are nice, high quality running gloves. So yeah, I, you know, recommend gloves when it's cold outside. And then here's a brand of clothing that I think is really good for running. Fabletics. So these Fabletics shorts They always are very stylish, cool designs on them. I really recommend them for running. Very adjustable, self-tighten. They have a tie right here. And they have a liner on, I don't know if this, not all pairs have a liner. So you gotta make sure it has a liner. Can't tell if this pair has a liner or not. Let me find it. Let me see. Nope, I don't think this pair has a liner. But if they are aligned, they kind of have like they'll have the normal shorts and then they'll have the liner sticking out of it, kind of. Sometimes you can choose to leave it sticking out or not, but you can put your phone in here and it won't move at all. So make sure you get a liner. They have a lot of Fabletics has the nice zip pockets. I don't know if y'all can see it. Zip pockets, adjustable. They have the liner, so you can keep your phone with you while you're running. Belt loop for a towel. So nice shorts, I recommend Fabletics. And I was also going to show y'all guys some Fabletics drip and gear I got. Good shirt when you're running. Moisture wicking. They have, good shirts. So I recommend that if you're running. I like them. Now I got some track and field drip. I think it's really awesome. Really good colors. So I recommend Fabletics for the drip and for their, ability to do good. So I've shown you all my shoes, my socks, the clothing, my gloves, this. I also finally, there's actually, I got some more. Don't let me forget. Hopefully I don't forget. Anyways, I recommend a nice towel to bring when you're running. So after you run, you can wipe your face because usually you get very sweaty after workout. So I recommend bringing, a nice towel or wash rag or something so you can, wipe your face off so you don't have to, stay, sweaty and stuff. And yeah, so pretty much that's almost it. So, I almost forgot about this. Here's the AirPod 4s. I haven't ran in them yet. I think I had an old pair of AirPod 1s that I used to wear. But, the ones, they're pretty tight. They stayed in my ear. I ran 5Ks in them. So they're good. They're going to be good. So, yeah, I also recommend the JLab Go Sport Pluses, but mine broke. They're very durable. The only reason why it didn't work is because I left the charging port in something for too long and somebody kicked it, so it bent the charging port, the metal piece that comes out of it. So that's the only reason why that one broke. So, like I said, got the headphones, earplugs, whatever you want to call them. I recommend JLab and, Apple. So they're all very good Bluetooth headphones. And then finally, hopefully I didn't forget anything, I got my Apple Watch. So this Apple Watch, to me, I like Apple. I think it's fine. I've used Garmin before too. When I was little, that just showed me my steps. But with Apple, it has an outdoor run ability that you can use when you're running to track your pace, your cadence, your power. Pretty much everything you need outdoor run. You can also add Strava to your Apple Watch. Pretty much everything you need. And you can also link your Bluetooth headphones to your watch so you don't have to touch your phone while you're dealing with your music. So that's pretty much all I got to say. I showed you all showed you all my drip, my shoes, my socks. Pretty much everything I got to show y'all. So hopefully y'all enjoyed watching this video. And make sure to subscribe. See y'all guys later. Oh yeah, and comment any other things y'all have and things y'all recommend. And tell me what y'all want to see next. Bye.
Welcome. This is Endurance Elite Press